So, welcome back to the monitoring series, and today we'll be covering why Promql is important, that is, Prometheus query language is important, and how we can make use of it to derive insights from whatever metrics we are scraping. So let's talk about the current architecture we have. So currently we have configured our Prometheus server to scrape metrics from a Python server which is running at port 8000, and we have given it a name Python app, and another is the Prometheus server itself which is running at port 9090, and we have given it a name Prometheus app. So all because we haven't specified any metrics path, we are assuming that the default, that is a slash metrics endpoint, will contain all the metrics detail. So let's see if that is the case. So here we have, like, for Prometheus we have the slash metrics endpoints. So there you can see a list of like metrics which is being scraped, which can be scraped by Prometheus. Now again, at our Python server also we have the same thing. So if we go back to the targets, we can see that both our servers are up and running. Currently we have only 2 servers running, but what if we have tons of servers running? So how will we check the status of the servers? Like, are the targets up or to be scraped, or are the servers down? So for that we have the up metric. Sorry. So if we execute this, we get all the 2 servers which we had, and the corresponding values is 1. So 1 here represents that the servers are up and running. If this turns to 0, that means the server is not ready to be scraped because maybe the server is down. So let's stop our Python server and wait for the next scrape to happen and then execute this command. So now you can see that the value has changed to 0, signaling that the server is down now. Let's restart the server so that we can continue further demos. Now coming back here, a Promql query comprises of 3 main components. First is the metric name itself. Now next is the selector. What the selector does, it helps you to filter the data based on the filtering you provided, or the maybe the label you provide. So suppose if I want to get all the up metrics related to, say, the job Python app, and if I execute this, I'll get get all the list of the metrics up, but the filtering will be based on the job here. So I'll get only relevant data which I have asked for. Now let's take another metrics. So this is Prometheus HTTP request total. This is scraped from the Prometheus server. So if I execute this, you can see there are a lot of data, like a lot of different, they differ in terms of code, handler, instances, and job, right? So these are the labels which are added to the particular metric. Now if I had to filter on, say, handler data, like handler maybe slash, the first one, let's keep it. So if I execute this, I get all the associated metric, like all the Prometheus HTTP request total metric along with the filtering, that is handler equals to slash. Now again we have 2 codes. What if I had to apply one more filter? All I need to do is just add in a comma and then add another key value label which we want to filter on. So maybe I'll write the code and then 302. So if I execute this, I'll get only one data which corresponds to the filtering I have applied. The other thing which can be done using Promql queries is the aggregation function. So the most common aggregation function is sum. So let's try it out. So this will give you sum of all the values which comes here, because if I execute this, I'll get only 1 because 1 was the only thing present. Suppose let's get back to what we had in the first case. So we execute it and we get a list of things, 3, 13, 305 and all. Right. Now if I apply sum for this particular metric as a whole, then I'll get sum of all these values that is present here. So the sum you got is 463. That is a sum. Cool. So sum, like summation or any other aggregation functions, can be applied on the metrics or on the metrics along with the filtering. So that is it for the video. So we'll see in another video how this can be combined with other features to make more wholesome insights. Thank you.